Every one of you who believes in Allah and loves Allah, believes in the Messenger and loves the Messenger, believes in the Quran and loves the Quran, shares the same dream. And part of that dream is that you could feel a direct, real connection in your mind and in your heart to every ayah of the Quran with no filter of translation. You have a dream that your connection with the Quran is not going through seasons of highs and lows, where it's high in Ramadan and then it just drops off and you don't know where it went. Or sometimes you heard a khutbah and you felt connected to an ayah and then you don't know where that connection disappeared. But instead, throughout life, no matter how busy life got, how stressful life got, through life's highs and lows, your connection and your bond with the Quran that you feel in the depths of your soul became an anchor that runs throughout your life. But that dream seems so out of reach. The most obvious way to cross that barrier would be to learn Arabic, but it's so technical and difficult and it feels like an endless journey. The next best thing would be reading translation, but when you try to read translation, the meaning seems disjointed, or you can't make sense of what the pronoun's referring to or what the story was about, and you don't know enough background. The next step would be maybe reading tafsir, and when you start reading tafsir, you find that it's extremely technical, or you can't really understand how that relates to you now. And even students that are more serious and could take time out of their lives and dedicate themselves full-time to Islamic studies end up telling me after years of studying full-time in Islamic institutions that they ended up learning a lot of fiqh, a lot of aqidah, a lot of Islamic sciences, but their connection to the Quran remained almost where it was, where they know some things here and there, bits and pieces disjointed, but they don't really have a whole picture of the Quran. So serious students and even lay people alike, every day goes by and this dream of really connecting with the Quran, really finding a bond with the Quran starts slipping away little by little by little, and every single day it just seems like it's just a dream. It's never really going to happen. If you understand the depth and the seriousness of this problem, then you'll appreciate the passion we have for why we created Bayyinah TV. It is there exactly to solve this problem. For those of you becoming serious enough to say, I'm just going to study Arabic, let's give you a practical path to study the Arabic of the Quran. For those of you who say, I can't connect with the translation of the Quran, let's give you a concise commentary that goes beyond just basic translation. For those of you who say, I get tafsir, but I don't see how it relates to me or how it comments on reality, let's explain to you what traditional tafsir is saying and how it connects to reality within yourself, in your own personal life, and in the world around us. The entire purpose and the entire objective of Bayyinah TV is to make the Quran accessible for those of you that want to take a deep dive, and for those of you who can only give 10 minutes a day. It doesn't matter where you are in your journey, how far you are, and how much time you're able to give. So long as you're able to commit 10 minutes a day, an hour a day, whatever it is that you're able to commit, you give us that commitment, we'll give you a step-by-step journey. We'll give you a path to actually making that dream of connecting to the Quran, of feeling the Quran in your life, a reality. And I don't have to give you my promises. I don't have to convince you to take my word for it. Thousands of you around the world over the last more than decade, almost a couple of decades, have been engaging with Bayyinah TV, studying the material, transforming themselves, and coming and telling me and people around the world that their connection to the Quran has completely transformed and continues to transform.
Ich würde jedem empfehlen, dass Bayyinah TV abladet, weil das ist ein Erlebnis, das man sich nicht vorstellen kann.
And Bayyinah is actually the tool to use and to get connected. And I have not seen any tool otherwise that works.
Because it gives you a perspective that you don't really get anywhere else. You learn about the psychological part of Quran, the human part of Quran.
It makes sense, and it puts it into words what the surah is actually about.
Whenever I hear his lectures, I feel like he's talking to me directly. His interpretation are just very unique. He does not make Quran so difficult for you to understand. He makes you relatable to you.
It's really fun for me to listen to him, and it just makes it more understanding when he makes jokes about it. I don't know, I just really like it.
De manier waarop dat Ustad Nu'man de ayat bespreekt is zo toegankelijk. Hij gebruikt ook heel veel Arabische woorden tussen zijn uitleg.
So I think Bayyinah TV was great as Nouman Ali Khan did translate all of the surahs and what the meaning is.
And he goes really, really deep into an ayah, something sometimes you don't get from other tafsir sources. He goes really, really, really deep into it. It's groundbreaking, it's revolutionary, and it changes lives. It changes lives.
I would rather a story not to listen to more videos, because I like saying stories about the prophets instead of just normal lectures about what you would do.
En op die manier raad ik het echt aan om het een kans te geven. Het is een zee aan informatie, het is een zee aan kennis.
Deswegen würde ich jedem empfehlen, das App abzuladen, wo Englisch kann und sich das mal zu geben und auszuprobieren und zu schauen, wie es einem verändert und transformiert.
And my invitation to you is to join this journey, because I myself, whatever life Allah has, written for me and written for all of us, I just want to connect to the word of Allah better. And the more I try and connect to the word of Allah better, the better resources I want to create to help the rest of you try to connect to it better. So whether you're a student of tafsir, or even if you're teaching halaqat of tafsir and you're an imam of a masjid and you'd like to see a collaboration, you'd like to see what you're studying and what you're thinking and what myself and my research team are working on, you will find benefit in engaging with the services of Bayyinah TV. For myself and my team, Bayyinah TV is not a service, it's not an app, it's not a video platform, it's a mission. And our mission is to try to serve you, to help you get inch by inch, foot by foot, meter by meter, mile by mile, closer and closer and closer to the word of Allah. If we can help you do that even just a little bit, we've succeeded. We have a case to make before Allah. Ya Allah, we tried to help your fellow servants connect better to the book of Allah. So please help us help you. And in you succeeding, in you connecting to the word of Allah, you're actually making our mission truly successful. And I pray that all of us are united, just like Allah says, we hold on to the word of Allah and don't fall into disagreement in this world. I pray that because we're holding on to this anchor, this word of Allah, that through this humble service that we're trying to provide, to just serve Allah's book and to serve you, connect with Allah's book, I pray that we're united under its shade on Judgment Day. Thank you so much, and I pray you become part of this Bayyinah TV family.